Welcome, everyone, here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Good evening, Kevin. Well, last season, Paul George had a homecoming. He said, as a kid, I pictured playing in LA. My parents being able to watch me at Staples. I'm not playing for the Clippers. This is home. I'm playing for the home team. It doesn't get any better than that. And Kevin, his family is backing him up. They show up to every game here.
What a story. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Grant in at the small forward position. And for the Clippers, Morris is out there with Harrell. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Beverly in at the 1. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me harken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Tip-off goes to Denver. Murray against Beverly. Murray surveying the D. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
George, that's a two-pointer, steps back and frames the jump shot.
And the D just a step slow, reacting to the step back.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets. Leonard against Grant. Pass to Jokic. Now here is Harris. Takes a shot at the elbow, and it's good off the back rim and in.
Give credit to Millsap. As the game has changed for a power forward, so has he, developing a good jump shot from beyond.
Now here's Beverly. Morris kicks to Leonard. Shoots over Grant, and it's Leonard missing. Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range. Very analytic approach. Well, this guy is such a physical presence. Kawhi, phenomenal at finishing on the post, possesses great touch and great length.
Here's Murray. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Pass to Harris. Shot clock at 6. Out to the right wing. Pulls up. Jokic trying to free himself up. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Makes it off the glass. Leonard's got his second basket of the game. Leonard's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Harris outside. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and the dunk by Grant.
Well, Jeremy Grant is becoming adept at how to finish the alley-oop. Devastates the defense with a terrific look.
George against Jokic. The rebound by Grant.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Williams, he's checked in for Patrick Beverly. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
How many times have we seen Millsap throw it down? We've known about his leaping ability for years.
Here's Williams. Count that bucket. For Denver, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Back to Murray. Grant outside. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. 5 on the clock. Here's Jokic. And the rejection by Harrell. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, don't let Kawhi's quiet demeanor fool you. This guy has athleticism and explosiveness. How about that in style?
The pass to Jokic. 1:03 left to play here in the first. Harris finds Murray. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Zubac is checked in for Harrell. George, that's a two-pointer. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Gorgeous. That pull-up jumper is simply gorgeous. Paul George rises above everyone.
Passes to Jokic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And after establishing himself as a key player in Denver, Gary Harris has played, trailing off the last couple seasons. Greg, what's your read there?
I really feel like, Kevin, injuries have played a part, an extended cold streak, but the Nuggets didn't lose faith. He helped build their success over the years, and they consider him a key piece moving forward as well.
And the Clippers making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Porter's checked in for Denver. Jackson passes to Morris. There's Williams. Denver grabs the miss. 30 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Murray. Takes the three. And another miss by Denver. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting well. Porter against George. Fires for 3. That one misses. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Clippers ahead, up 2. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Just catching up with Montrezl Harrell, we mentioned his activity level and how it seems to affect his teammates.
That's what I play with, a lot of passion, a lot of energy, and going into each game, I feel like going out there, putting it all on the line. My team does a great job of feeding off that, and I think it puts us in the right space.
Greg, I know you agree. Few guys bring his brand of intensity.
And he's added skills. He's a threat to score on the blocks. He passes out of double teams. Harrell's one of the more improved players over the last few years.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
So on the floor for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Will Barton is out there with Murray, and it's Porter at the 3 spot. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. Porter, no luck.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Williams with the ball, now defended by Jokic. Morris with the bucket. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender, and when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Jermichael Green, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Porter kicks to Plumlee. Barton outside. Pass to Murray. He's looking for Plumlee and finds him. It's hauled in by Zubac. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Possession. Jokic passes to Barton. Outside, Porter from deep. Drills it from outside. Porter's got the lead up to 5 now for Denver.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Jackson passes to Williams. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Williams has got his second bucket.
Lou Williams can score from all 3 levels. Gets to the mid-range in that instance.
Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
It's hauled in by Zubac. Here's George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
What a terrific take to the rim. Paul George is just giving it to the defense right now. Tenacious on that drive.
This is his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him.
Well, to me, Paul George exemplifies what a leader should be. This guy does not look for his personal stats. He just wants to make the guys around him better.
Leonard, he's checked in for Reggie Jackson. Denver also making some changes. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Porter. And Monte Morris subbed in for Will Barton.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Jokic. That shot, no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Leonard attacking. Outside for George. Right side, Leonard. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Kawhi Leonard's length lets him play bigger than his size.
Up top, Morris. He's guarded by Williams. Morris with the bucket.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
So it's the Clippers now. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Leonard kicks to Williams. That 3 off the mark. Denver's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Craig. 80 that time from Leonard. And it's Williams with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 1. And that one, good. George has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, the threat to score is real when Lou Williams has the ball, but he uses that to set up his passing game.
Morris passes to Murray. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
George dishes to Williams. Can't cash in from the high post.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Gotta love whenever Murray goes straight up with the jump shot off the pass. He's so good at reading the defense.
Now here's Leonard. 8 points for him. 15 seconds left to play here in the half. 6 to shoot. Outside Williams. Here's the 3. Here's Zubac.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
At the line for 2.
The first one falls. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Nuggets lead by 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Here with Coach Mike Malone. How has ball movement opened up things for you offensively?
Every game we have where we get into a one-on-one game, over-dribbling, not passing, we become very easy to guard. The good thing about tonight is the ball is moving. We're trying to make plays for each other. When we move the ball, we get high percentage shots, which is all we can ask for.
Thanks very much for your time, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much danger. 4 points was the most they trailed by. Just in terms of the second quarter, they were the better team, but there wasn't a big difference between them. And Kenny, what did you think about what we saw from Denver?
The number one takeaway is how well they're moving the ball, Ernie. The assists are coming in bunches. Always a good sign from an offense to see all those assists on the board. It makes a lot of your teammates happy.
And over to Shaq. Now your take on the Clippers.
Well, it was an uneven first half in terms of defense. Look, they gave up a lot of good looks. The field goal percentage is over 50%. It's got to come down if they want to win this game.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. 3rd quarter, just about ready to begin.
As we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The Clippers trail. We've got Montrezl Harrell. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Outside for Murray. It's Jokic, top of the key. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Here's Leonard, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Leonard's got the first points to start out the 3rd quarter for Los Angeles. Murray against Beverley. Murray kicks to Jokic. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Clippers shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Here's Leonard. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this, you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Count the basket. Leonard's got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers. For Denver, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Back to Murray. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Harris, no good.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s. Players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
That free throw good from Leonard. And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl Harrell well suited for that role of small ball center, Greg, in today's NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he's fearless. Even giving up a few pounds, a few inches, he'll go right at you and making steady improvements as a rebounder year over year.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That is his first foul of the game. So they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Harris outside. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Now here's Leonard. Back to Beverley. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Boy, that open look set up by Kawhi Leonard, that's probably the most underrated aspect of his game.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Grant against Morris. No good from Grant.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Beverley finds Morris. Back to Beverley. Clippers moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Leonard draws the double. Shot from the top of the key. Second chance shot over Porter. And the wide open shot from Morris. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, you can tell that Mr. Morris doesn't lack for confidence. This guy is ready to shoot as soon as it touches his hands.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. Here's Murray after the basket by Los Angeles. Denver calls timeout. And Montrezl Harrell, a fiery competitor, plays the game, Doris, with a lot of emotion.
He does, Kevin. You think about his time playing in Houston, he struggled a little bit. He stood on the bench, got a reputation as a little bit of a hothead. But look what happens in a new system in LA. The chemistry with Lou Williams. He settles him down a little bit. This city and this organization and his teammates have brought out the best in him.
And the Clippers making a change here. Williams is checked in. Denver Denver also making some changes. Plumlee comes in for Paul Millsap. And Barton subbed in for Murray. That free throw good from Barton. Good on both. Here's Williams, and it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 14-2 run here. Now the pass to Shamet. Back to Williams. From downtown, buries the long-range jumper. Williams has got the lead up to 14 now for the Clippers.
You've got to respect the range of Lou Williams. This guy is a threat to score from anywhere.
It's Barton with the drive, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Williams kicks to Leonard. Nice D from Porter.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant one foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. And the first one drops.
And the ceiling so high for Porter. A versatile, effective forward who does so many things well.
And so he hits both. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Jeremy Grant. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the third. Williams against Barton. There's 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Passes it to Porter. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The Clippers on top. They're up by 10. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The Nuggets trail by 10. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Harris. He's out there with Will Barton. And it's Plumlee in at the 4-man position.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Free throw, good. Jokic. And here is Los Angeles now. Williams passes to Zubac. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And now Jokic pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Pulls up for 3. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the paint, here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Kawhi Leonard has averaged 25 plus across multiple seasons. We are talking about an elite scorer.
Now here's Barton. The feed now to Plumlee. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 6 rebounds in the game.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Here's Barton. That one drops for him.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Outside Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Williams passes to Zubac. Leonard kicks to Williams. Misses the three.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Barton, no luck. Los Angeles leading by 7. Leonard attacking. The dish to Williams. Takes it out to Leonard. The three from George. Hits the three-point bomb.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this high, a great chance to extend this lead.
Barton, no luck.
Well, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
As unassuming as he looks sometimes, Kawhi Leonard finishes with authority off the dribble.
And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Denver Nuggets. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Paul Millsap's checked in for Plumlee. Grant comes in for Torrey Craig. And Murray subbed in for Will Barton. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He challenged his players to try to take control here. He said, this is when we want to be efficient. This is when we absolutely have to execute. See if they can get it done, Kevin.
Now Leonard, following the three-point attempt by Jamal Murray.
All too easy for Montrezl Harrell. That's the result of his activity and pursuing opportunities. Beautifully done.
The Nuggets trail by 14. Murray outside to stop the run. And it's Jokic missing. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Outside Leonard. Pass to George. Fires from deep. Rebound by Murray. Nuggets have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his 3rd foul of the game. A minute 50 left to play here in the fourth. Murray for 3. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
And if you don't get out on Murray, he will light you up from beyond. He's lethal.
To the inside. Harold dishes to Leonard. Over Millsap. No good. And it's Denver the other way. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Murray. Now here's Williams. Outside, George fires the 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good on the triple. Clippers leading by 9. Williams passes to George. Leonard against Murray. From 11 feet away. Good. He hits the jump shot. And the Clippers lead by 11.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable. You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
George looking around. Just 5 to shoot. Harris outside. A three-pointer, no good. Leonard with the ball. And so Los Angeles takes the win, a confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Why you all turned it on down the stretch, so what was the difference?
We started to play defense and execute on the offensive end, and we finally started to knock down shots.
Well, that led to a win, man, and I appreciate your time.